Hello and welcome back to MaccooperBytes. We are back today with another mixed grill review. Apologies, I feel like I apologise at the start of every review, but it has been a while. I don't know if you've seen, but I've been focusing on recipe content. I've also brought out my own product range, which I'll leave the link to that in the description down below. But today we are back with one of the staples of the mixed grill game. We're at the Grove in Handsworth, I think recently refurbished. I've been here a few times actually. It's your Mr. Consistency, and you do need that in your arsenal of mixed grills. You get some that are too flamboyant, but the Grove is, as my mate referred to it earlier, as the James Milner of Desi Pub. So it's a Monday night. I'm absolutely sweltering. It's probably not the right weather for a mixed grill, but there's no such thing. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Hopefully it's as good as last time I came, because I was impressed. Here at the Grove now. They've refurbed this place. It's so much nicer than what when I first came. Looks the part. We've gone for the Grove Mixed Grill Large, which is tikka, lamb sheet kebab, chicken wings and lamb chops. No fish pakora, disappointingly, but that's £21. From what I remember, the portion sizes here are huge anyway. I've also gone for masala chips, of course, and that's £4, so £25 for a large grill of masala chips. Starting with the sheet kebab, I wasn't too sure on these. There were only 2 pieces too, so I didn't really get the luxury of a retrial. A little disappointed that there wasn't more of this for the price of the grill. The tikka was inconsistent. The fresh bits were great, I must admit, but you could tell some had been sat there for quite some time. It was very dry. I enjoyed the lamb chops. There were 3, which I think is good value, and they were surprisingly meaty. Now, a lot of time these chops have a real high fat content, which I grossly enjoy, but these were really meaty. The tandoori wings weren't bad. They were meaty and flavoursome. There were quite a lot of these and were probably used to pat the grill out. The masala chips were a little bit limp, didn't have much of a crisp, but credit where it's due, they were seasoned very well. Bloody hell, I think it was right about it being too hot for a mixie. I'm sweating buckets. James, back on the channel. Been a while, hasn't it, for yourself? Well, it's been a while for all of us, but what were your thoughts on the Grove, Handsworth?
Underwhelming, to be honest with you. I come here a fair bit for the Albion games. It's always pretty steady, but that was all right. That was usually it's all right, but that was underwhelming. There was no fish pakora, fan favourite, on the large mixed grill, which scored it down, and on the whole, middle of the road. Yeah, to be fair, a lot of places are taking the fish pakora off. The price of cod's gone up, but I think most of the places use bassa anyway rather than cod. So I don't know what the excuse is, but you could tell which bits of tikka were fresh and which ones had been warmed up. Like, I get it, they're a restaurant, they can't be just chucking fresh food out all the time, but yeah, it's a little bit dry, wasn't it? Yeah, it was dry. The kebab was dry as well, so on the whole, it was a fairly dry experience, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I thought with the kebab though, like, I thought the first piece was all right. I thought I'll try the next piece and see what that's like.
It was
good. We didn't get that luxury, did we? Because we only had 2 little pieces of kebab on there. So, but the 3 lamb chop, 2 little kebabs, like, it's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a low score for that, if I'm honest with you. The more talk about it, the more I get upset, actually.
I know I said Mr. Consistency at the start, but a lot of these places I've found, there's very few of them that get it right every single time, and there are inconsistencies depending on what day. It was empty when we went in. It's starting to fill up a bit now, so perhaps we've come at the wrong time. But James, I'm going to ask you for a score out of 10 for the Grove. What would you give it?
I'm going to give it 7. And I think that's being a little bit generous, but I'm going to give it 7 based on the fact I've been here before and I like it. It would have been 6.5 if that's the first time, but no, fair play to the Grove, we'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I mean, this golden hour at the minute, mate. We're looking very handsome on this video, mate. I have to come out. So come at the wrong time. I think we come at the right time. Timed it perfectly, but how's it going to fare? Find out next. Now, before we go into the scores, I just thought I'd let you know a little bit more about the products that I've got on my store at MaccooperBytes.com. It's restaurant-style tikka, restaurant-style sheet kebab and masala chip seasoning. They're super simple to use. Anyone can use them. You don't need to be a cook, a chef, or even a keen cook. They're so simple. The products have got a QR code on the back, and it shows you an easy step-by-step recipe guide on how to use them. And if you use the code WELCOME10, you get 10% off too. I appreciate your support with this. They've flown out. They've been really popular, and I think they're fantastic, if I do say so myself. But right, let's get into the scores. I was disappointed overall. The grills used to be bigger here and not much of the food was fresh. Now, the food came out straight away, which is why I gave the Grove a 9 for service, but maybe food coming out within 10 minutes is a sign that it's been sat there for quite some time. I don't think it helped that we went at a time where it was dead and at the start of the evening and potentially at the start of service. I can't remember whether they used to include fish pakora on the large mixed grill before, but I'm pretty sure they did. I would have liked to have seen that on the grill. But don't be put off. I've had good meals here before, and I'm sure you can do. These places are really inconsistent. It's probably just a bad night, but for that reason, I score it a 36 out of 50, which, looking at the leaderboard, puts it quite near the bottom. Now, a lot of you may be surprised at that. I've had a lot of people say how good the Grove is. Maybe it was just an off night, but I didn't really enjoy this. But hopefully I can go back in the future and it's a better review.